And guys, what is going on once again? This is the Club of Demand 1993. I'm coming at you for my live review of this week's episode, but more so just, sorry, getting a little bit of a cold. Just this is like year in like best of the year video. That's kind of like, what we got tonight for 205 Live. So I can't really say it was an actual show, but maybe just a recap. So I'll go through it basically, just share a few things that they pretty much talked about. They shared some like the better cruiserweight championship matches, such as starting off with the beginning of the year, when of course, which they could have mentioned this, but they didn't. Of course, but Triple H took over the show this year, as 205 Live was for sure the most improved brand of the year, and or breakout brand, if you want to put it that way, or you want to get SmackDown also. But, because Triple H took over and actually made this show mean something, because it didn't feel like, just a character-driven show, which there was some, character development that went on the show, but it was a lot more of a wrestling show. It felt like it meant wrestling, for sure, this year with it. What's up, Elite Squad? Thank you for joining me live. But so yeah, I was basically going to, just go over the show. I mean, for like a recap, like best of the year show, I thought it was all right, but I felt like it was structured a little bit weird. Like they went from, we started off right with, talking about, the Cruiserweight Championship tournament at the beginning of the year, which is good. Then they got into, Alexander's title reign, and then, where it went with, with there, and of course, up to the thing with not Mustafa Ali, with Buddy Murphy, but and of course when he dropped to Murphy. But then they kind of like backed away from Murphy, went to a couple different things, and went back to Murphy. Like it was a weird structure, and I felt like they more so just focused on just championship matches. There was a couple other very good things on 205 Live this year besides the championship match. I felt, in my opinion, but we got a recap again of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. The match with we saw an excerpt from the match of Alexander and Ali from WrestleMania 34, and a pretty good pre-show match that was. We also saw highlights from the match between Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander from Super Showdown, and also with Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali from Survivor Series. I mean, I kind of wish they would have shown a couple other good matches, like like the one I especially wanted to show. Was the no disqualification match with Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali on the July 3rd episode 205 Live, which again, to me, I thought was the best cruiserweight match of the year. Even like, even though I wasn't a big fan of it, some excerpts from, the Falls Count Anywhere match from Alexander and the Toms. I felt like, they could have like shown a couple other things too, besides, the main event scene, I felt, from 205 Live. They also had this top 10 list, top 10 moments for 205 Live, which wasn't the big fan of this list. I mean, there's some stuff in this list I thought I liked, but some of them I'm like, not really. Like again, nothing. There was no that one spot from the Murphy and Ali match, no DQ match. Whenever they did that Spanish fly off of the table, like onto the floor, or whatever heck they did, like, that wasn't even on this list. But we had up for grabs, which was Tony Storm and Leo Rush over the top rope with one arm, which was nice, but all right. The second one was Roderick Strong's matches, that he had getting to the final four for the Cruiserweight Championship tournament, as he had a strong showing in there as well. I think he took on Itami, Kalisto, and Cedric Alexander. Mike and Maria Kanellis' 205 Live debut, which, been all right. But, of course, the best part of that was seeing Maria Kanellis in that black dress again. Dang, again, she was so hot in that dress. Again, I wanted to switch places, switch last names with Mike Kanellis that night. Up and Over, which was the spot with Alexander and Gulak, where I did a vertical suplex over the top rope and then onto the floor, which wasn't a bad spot. Number 5 was when Noam Dar came back from injury and he beat TJP. 6 was Leo Rush's debut, I guess. When in doubt, just senton everyone. When Tozawa hit a senton on multiple opponents. I believe that was back when it was Tozawa and Itami were teaming up against the Lucha House Party. I believe that's when, that feud was going on. The Mask Collector, which is Matt with TJP, just grabbing the masks from the members of the Lucha House Party, which was what it was. Just give TJP something to do, but wasn't really that great. Number 9 was when Gulak and Gallagher turned on the Brian Kendrick, and number 10 was the finish to the Falls Count Anywhere match with David Tommy and Mustafa Ali. So not the best list. Some of the stuff I can say yes, some of the stuff I'm like, it could have been a little bit better in my opinion. They could have shown like Buddy Murphy's, title victory in his hometown. I mean, I know they kind of already showed before the match, but they could have showed it in like the top 10. It didn't feel like, the best of the year from 2005, I felt. They could have shown also, the match with Tony Nese and Drew Gulak in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament where Gulak kind of, grabbed some attention. But I saw, it was still for the most part a good decent, recap show from the year. And then we also apparently didn't see this on air, or again, I probably missed it. I did doze off because I'm super tired all night. But we saw Drake Maverick apparently announce plans for the Royal Rumble as last week. Murphy said he wanted competition, so give him a week. I thought first maybe a week because I put my card we'd see match with Murphy and Rey Mysterio, but that's not happening. Instead, we're getting a fatal 4-way match. The other winners will be added from the following qualifying matches: Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak, Leo Rush and Kalisto, and Cedric Alexander and Hideo Itami. Maverick then thanks everyone for their support and wishes everyone a happy new year. And that's how I went off the air. So I guess that's going to be the case. I'd say if I pick who could be in this match, I'd say it'd be Murphy, Gulak, Rush, or maybe Tozawa. Actually, Tozawa, since he just got because I want it to be all heels. Tozawa, since he just got out of one of the feud with Gulak and Gallagher. Leo Rush, and how about Cedric Alexander? Well, I mean, he can get back to the title picture, but kind of want to see. Nah, it's Tommy. Murphy, Tozawa, Rush, and Itami. I mean, I know it's 3 heels, 1 face, but I feel Buddy Murphy is getting a point also where he could probably turn face if need be also. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this review of 205 Live. Not much people would come on my 205 Live reviews Elite Squad, but thank you for joining me. Again, not much what to say. Again, I wasn't going to reviews at first. Like, just give my quick thoughts on this. Again, 205 Live was definitely, a comeback year, or a comeback year, breakout year, because it was never really that good to begin with. But, I definitely say a thumbs up. I'm glad to see, Mustafa Ali now get opportunities on SmackDown Live. Lucha House Party, well, could be a little better, but I'm glad that, 205 Live is really starting to turn into the show it should have been when it came in there back in 2016. But what's going on? Your Daily Noob, thank you for joining us. I'm about to check out here with this one, but you can stick around for my NXT review after this. But yeah, so yeah, I'll give this show a B. It could have been structured a little bit better with the recap and whatnot. But so yeah, guys, again, I thought it was a pretty good year for 205 Live, and hope it continues on next year. What are your final thoughts on 205 Live for during? What grade would you give this, year in review, best of the best show? They had your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to click my like and subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirbrine3, and stay tuned shortly for my NXT Live review, guys. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your night, and peace out, everybody.